What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? Let's fix that while we wait for this. There we go. Let me fix this real quick. Come on. Damn mouse. There we go, try that. Okay. Should have access back. Okay, I'll have to try and fix this again. Damn, these bugs tonight. Loud as hell. Alright. Let's try different categories, see if that works better. There we go. Let's try this again. How fast are we gonna get banned? Because I can't have free speech. just a dog howling out there. Stream Ninja, there we go. Connect. Okay. What size is this? 2.8. All right. Oh, that is a cat. That is not. Some cats are about to scrap out there. Go back here. Now we want this. How was that? Damn ghosts. Let's change this. What? Today's the 27th. Yep. Save that. Bug running in the window is loud as hell. Just. Anyways, how's everybody doing tonight? What are y'all doing this evening? Okay, there we go. Finally. Yep. Can y'all hear that cat too? That thing is loud as hell. Cool. This should be good. There we go. That was bright. That's not what I wanted. Alright, tonight I think probably just gonna clean up this area a little bit first, and then get one of these motors over here, start tearing it apart a little bit. Got some things I'd like to get torn apart on it, get it through. Be able to hopefully Frankenstein one together, because they are all locked up. They're all the same motors that are pressure washers, so might be able to use something, might not. We're gonna find out. Let's throw that there. Alright, first parts over here. Rest of his parts over here. Tools. Tomorrow, if y'all are around, we will be probably rebuilding the head on the ZX6. So y'all stick around for that. card player. Yeah, so if you guys are around tomorrow, pop in. Should be getting this thing decently cleaned up, ready to go back together. Actually, yeah, we'll use this one back. Hold this one up out of the way. I don't know if he needs these papers, but we're going to set the rest of this stuff over here. So ready for the day that I can just move that bike out of the way. Back in the corner. Hey, these are probably some sockets I'm missing. Nope, that is the wall. So that is here. Oh, here's my cord. Look at that. Wow. Still missing two. Is what it is. Hopefully y'all people on TikTok, I don't get restricted like I did the other night. Because apparently I say bad things. I really don't feel like moving this, so we're gonna work around it. Alright, let's go ahead and move this over. There we go. Pull this one up. Put this back on. Should be good. Alright. That's some big ass Allen wrenches. Everything's gonna fall out. Knew that was gonna happen. Alright. So we know this thing's been sitting for a minute. And it's been thrown around. Couldn't tell you if there is or not. But I can see. Yeah, that tank is very rusted. So go ahead, pull air filter. Ooh. Ooh. Gas or oil? I don't know, but that is heavily soaked. Flatten that over there. Just so we don't lose it. Pop that back on. There's bolts in there. This one locked up. It is. Okay. Heat shield. Let's go ahead. See if my spark plug socket is the right one we need. trying to use my fancy one. Okay. This drawer. Yes, sir. Oh yeah, money, dude. Let's look at that plug. Ooh yeah, pretty dirty, as y'all can see. Should not be that dark. It's very burnt up. Doesn't smell good either. Let's see. I can't tell if that's water or not. There is a piston. That's good news. Yeah, she's froze up. Really froze up. So let's move the y'all down real quick for y'all to see a little bit better. Go this way, right there. Should be good. But see if I can. The cable's gonna reach. I don't know if y'all can see or if it's too bright or what. Can't really see y'all, it's small on screen. Rusted real bad right in there. But looking at the rest, it's actually alright. Let's grab another socket here. What size we reckon that is? 5/16? It's like I know. Okay, do we have a 5/16 58? Yes, we do. And then heat shit off. Oh, there goes parts. Well, bolts fit in. Come on. Gotta love when a rusted bolt gets stuck.
Even Davis says, that's not where that goes.
Are you sure about that, bud? How you doing tonight, Ethan? What are you doing? What are you up to?
Even Davis says, yeah, I'm pretty sure LOL.
Yeah, well, that's why we're removing it, man. Oh, come on now. Gotta be difficult. Oh man, my phone's buzzing. What's going on? Oh, it's just my shit. Yeah, what are you getting into tonight, Ethan? Just hanging out at the house or what? Oh, good. Just pops off. Let's put that back so we don't lose it. Those are definitely bigger than 5.
Even Davis says, yeah, we're going through a cold front right now.
Really, we're going through a warm front. 80 degrees today, dude. Yeah, not 5/16. Dang. Yeah, today it was pretty freaking
Even
warm.
Davis says it was 91 yesterday.
What? You're joking. There was no way it was 90 degrees. Bro, what? 90 degrees there? There was no fucking way. Okay. Math is
Even
math.
Davis says, "NA man, it's been hot AF."
Was it only been hot because of the fire? It seems like it was happening. Why are you difficult? You're not a 10. Wait a second. I'm going the wrong way. Wow, it is a 10. Shocker. Yeah, I'm very surprised that it's, 90 degrees. Especially this time of year for it. Like that is surprising for out there. Slap these ones back on there so we don't confuse them with other ones. Oh, we got another one. You look like you're this size. And I couldn't tell because you are so far down there. Jeez. English pod. I do have 3/8 deep. Sweet. Was that 9?
Chad 6509 says, "Now if Eper Revvican, I will send a galaxy."
You know what I'm saying? If what? Rev the can? What are you talking about? The Mustang?
Chad 6509 says, "If you rev the car, I will send a galaxy."
To be honest with you, man, don't need your money. I just want people that want to enjoy what I'm doing. Talk with whatever I'm doing. I don't want to have to start my cars, especially whenever you live in the middle of some people that don't like noise at certain times of night.
Chad 6509 says, "Fair enough."
But I appreciate you popping in. Does a quarter feel better?
Chad 6509 says, "I gave a follow, bro."
Appreciate it. Thank you for following. Hope you come around some other time. Whenever I'm doing more extravagant things other than just tearing down a pressure washer motor. Tomorrow we should be doing a little bit more, hopefully, if everything is here for the other motor right here for the blue light, the Z86. So if everything goes good tomorrow, we should, I mean really, if we got all the parts we needed, we should be working on it tomorrow. Either way, we'll be streaming tomorrow, so be a couple of us hooligans here. Man, it was an 8 and I'm missing my 8. Go figures. I'll lose one of those in the gas tank. Then we're playing Go Fish. Come on. super gunked up or anything. See, I take the shield off that one. I wonder if we'll find bent valve in this one too. At that rate, it's not looking good. Alright. This little turn. We're looking that side? Yes, we are. Oh yeah. There we go. Set that over there. Oh yeah, a little bit of slap to it. Unless something's bent internally, like, honestly doesn't look bad. From my angle, push rod looks straight. From what I can see. So why are you locked up? Is the piston sitting a funky way? Let's give it a try here. Woo! Hands gotta go there. Oh yeah. Let's see. Do we have oil in it? Check this one. I don't understand why there's two dipsticks on this thing. Alright. I would. Smells like oil. Let's slap of this down yonder. See if that'll loosen some stuff up. Let it sit for a second, chat it up. See if that'll help loosen some things up. Probably not, but always worth a shot. I need to get this gasket off though. 2 mounting bolts, 3. Assume there's going to be a 4th. And there is. Sweet. Okay, that's going to be a wrench job. Gas tank, to being so rusted, I don't want any more of whatever hasn't gone already in there to go in. So we'll get it cleaned up. Choose the best of the 3. Damn mosquitoes. Okay. See if we got a wrench here. Just bought all these wrenches at work. Would have been nice if I had them here. No. Decided to leave work before grabbing any tools. Do we have a 14 here? We have 13s. Ooh, what are we looking at? We got a 14. Look at that. Another day, another victory for the LGs. It is a 13, but we're going to make a 14 work. I see why there's 13s everywhere. Makes more sense. Alright. Maybe I'll be able to get you guys a better image of this gas tank. I'm trying to give you a top-down view with minimal light or too much light. There. Okay, fuel line. Probably easier from the carb side. Where are my needle nose? Sweet. Don't have any needle nose. Make some other pliers work. There's one issue. You find something that'll work kind of as its job, and you make it work. Or you just cut it. I like that idea better personally. Instead of trying to stick this fat thing in there. Now here's the second problem. Where's my knife at? If you move it over here. Alright. It might be moving back to the other plant. Unless I'll probably put it somewhere so good that I will never forget it, but I did. Anyways, we should have another option somewhere. Use our thinking cap. What else can we use to take? Hey, I found some needle nose. Look at that. Wrong drawer. Oh, that's why. Things are older than dirt. Look at that. They can't even open them without having issues. Look at that. Oh yeah, that's good. Good shit right there. There we go. Fuel line is now disconnected. Yeah, there's already rust. You can hear it. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to screw this thing on. I can. I don't know if the mic will pick it up, but yeah, a little bit, but sorry about that. Alright, now that we have the gas tank out of the way, real quick, text. pumps have gotta be worth some money if I sell them.
No Lives Matter says, haven't seen a flux capacitor in a while.
Dude, just saw one the other day actually. It was on a good old EV car. It was one of them flux capacitor thingies. Didn't know what it was, but now I do. I've seen one. Also called it one of them whatchamahooties.
No Lives Matter says, make sure you get the muffler bearing too.
Make sure muffler bearing. Yeah, make sure you get that blinker fluid as well. Is this gonna be? Oh, wow! Would you look at that? I could take this car right off already. Only there's a second. None of these cars. Just pop this thing right on out of here. Swing it out this way. Money, dude. Honestly, a pretty clean car. Other than exterior. Couldn't tell you what the fuel bowl looks like. Nothing in it. Probably all rusted shut and whatnot in there. Yeah, ain't nothing in there. Sound like my noggin. Ain't nothing in there. Yeah. Inside this motor's pretty fucking clean, honestly. Kind of surprised. See that. Makes me curious if the rod's bent or something. It's the only thing I could think, honestly. Getting that covers off is going to be a pain. I take off, no it did not. Because that one's got bent valves. Valves and push, or no, bent, was it bent push rods I think? Yeah, it's got bent push rods I think, if I remember correctly. But these ones are good. We at least can use those. Let me pop them off real quick actually. Let's get out of the way, there we go. No crazy wear or anything. It's looking promising. Oh, it's bent now. Give it the old roll. This one's good. We got a promising part. Now to the next one. Then, if we can Frankenstein a pressure washer motor together, we got a gas pressure washer that we can use instead of my big diesel one. Looks decent, looks decent. No crazy wear. There we go. Looks decent. Give it the roll. Seems good. Didn't see any wobble of any sort, so so could pop the head off. Get a look at the piston. But I'd like to see if I can free it up. Bearings could be seized up. A possibility. That's why engine is locked up. Let's see. Looking at that side, that's going to be a pain to get that off. PB blaster. Get started on those exhaust bolts. I'd prefer not to break any. Just makes my life a little bit easier. Just a tad bit. What should we do? Could move over to the other one. One of these spun over easy, like decently easy, and then kind of stopped. But let's roll this one out of the way and test that one real quick. Okay. Gas tank off. Oh, there is still fuel in here. Set you right there. Blow torch. Back to your shelf. Oh, that one definitely doesn't. That one's cover's kind of off. This tank is not as rusty, so this one might be our tank that we use. Yeah, this one's locked up too. This one got oil in it though. That's the next question. Smells like a little bit of oil. There ain't much in there. It's like barely touching the dipstick, honestly. Check this one. Yeah, there's some oil in there. Smells about the same. Alright. This one honestly looks the most promising. Other than the frame itself. This one's got some good components on it, but not at the same time. Like there's certain ones that are actually like, they look pretty decent. Other ones that are like, eh. Let's put this thing back up here. Get some good old agua. I think we'll just finish tearing into this one. Should have an Allen key. Pull these ones. This drawer. Way too big. Too small. Gonna be a 5/16. Wanted it. Oh. Easy day, too. thing is dry as a bone. Oh. Oh. There are some things broken in there. This might be a problem. We're figuring it out. Called it earlier too. I was like, I don't know. Did say that this could be locked up, causing all of it. What's going on?
Sure.
On these pressure washer parts? You had it out?
Huh?
Had it out?
Yeah.
Haven't gotten banned on TikTok yet.
I thought you said you did.
Well, yeah, it was temporary. It was like for a few days.
You brought tools on?
No. Did not.
You wanna borrow mine?
I got tools.
Fine.
What does it look like I'm
Okay.
using right now? A tool, right?
I don't know what the hell you're using.
That damn rock.
That damn thingamajig. Dude, I found a new phone. Well, talking about motor.
Well, it's in my house, so technically your bike's not mine.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Oh,
whoa.
your car's on my property too? Technically it's mine. You don't play that game. Oh, everything in that room? Mine too.
Alright, buddy, you win.
I win, you lose. Now you big fat Bruce. Dude, I took hear that?
That's good.
I was like,
It's
you know
like
what?
that from the factory, dude.
I was literally sitting here like, let me check the oil on this, like as I was getting ready to pull it. I'm like, this thing don't look right. I look down in it, and I just see parts in there. So,
That looks a little crusty.
nice little wood repeat.
Yeah, it looks a little rusty.
Now,
Ain't no motherfucking way. It ain't used to do that before,
no, it was locked up because of the pump. But I think that pump is good. That tank is good. This carb is clean.
What tank? No?
Yeah, that tank.
Oh.
Because the tank that was on that one is rusted too.
Yeah.
And the one that was on this is rusted really bad. That one actually looks decently clean.
I forgot you had 3 of these.
Yeah.
I hope my tank's not rusted.
Huh?
I hope my tank's not rusted.
Should be good. Not been outside or anything, so.
Alright.
See you later.
Or
Huh?
tomorrow. One of the others.
Probably tomorrow.
Probably fucking, yeah. We'll put these valves back in.
You have everything you need?
Should. Hopefully. As long as nothing got lost from here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Alright, good compression. See that? That's a compression test right there.
Really?
Yeah, look. Let me tell you, ready?
Uh-huh.
Pay attention, take notes.
I'm paying attention.
No, look.
I got my paper right here. I'm taking notes.
No, look.
What?
Hear that?
That thing's bad.
Yep, see?
What is wrong with you? Let me test if the oil's good.
Oh, there's no oil in it.
You seen the guy that like literally put his hand up to some oil? He like took the chug out of it, came out fucking white.
No, I have not seen that.
Yeah, some dude had some draining, put his mouth up to it, drank it, spit white, like clear fucking spit out.
Jesus.
They're like, where the fuck did that come from?
Sorry, Mike.
Somebody said that's a filter if I've ever seen one.
Mike, there, like, it was when I first started over there. He was standing there. And he goes, when Dad's not looking, and you know the hose reel hangs down.
Oh yeah.
I was like, ain't no way. And like he actually put his mouth on it, and he like does it, turns around, walks away, and like a little ways down the way, I see him spitting into the trash can. I said, "What is it, nasty?" He goes, "Yeah, it's not good. Don't do it." See what broken parts are missing.
All of them. It's like, honestly, like,
Alright, see you, man. Drive safe. Let me know if you need anything. Alright. Oh. There was a piston, I think. Let you guys get a look at that. Hang on, let me get a light. Couldn't tell you what it is, honestly, but all broken parts. I'm gonna assume it's a piston of some sort. Weird one here. Hang on a sec. Alright, this is seized up. Bearing's got some of it. I don't know what exactly we're looking at here. Because we got some spots where it looks like these pins went through. Where'd the pins go? The pins were definitely in that. Oh, that's bearing material. Another portion of pins. Looks like it went like that. Oh, you know what? Yeah. These are like that. Maybe not. I don't know. Just trying to come up with something. What the hell I'm looking at, honestly. I can tell you this is bearing material on it. Or is it made of copper? Let's grab some brake clean. Figure out real quick. Nah, I think this might have just gotten so hot that it changed colors. Now that I'm looking at it. Either way, I don't know what a good one's supposed to look like. So, real quick. Let me go here real quick. I'm gonna be right back, guys. do gotta use the restroom. Wash my hands off a little bit. Be right back. All right, we're back. Got a McFlurry too. Wife got me a good old McFlurry. So we're gonna eat this. We're gonna hang out. If y'all got anything y'all want to talk about, cars, tools, let's talk. Dang. Add more Oreos, I swear. But now that we have got this motor spinning over, I believe the other water pump I have is good. We'll probably check the oil on both, see what they're looking like. Because that one was bone dry and is in pieces. So, that lets me know that at least it's not the piston on this motor. Internals actually look decent in this one. Carb doesn't look terrible. Push rods aren't bent like the other one. Because I think that motor struggles to turn, if I remember correctly. Mind you, I took that one apart probably almost 2 years ago, and then just kind of quit. Because then I got discouraged when I took that one apart, saw push rods were bent. I was like, if this one's bent, the others are going to be bent. Why even try? Then I was like, I need something to do. These have still been sitting here. If anything, I've tried to part out some of them. Nobody wants to buy anything. Or at least take it for free. Not even a scrap guy. I'll just take it to work. We'll get a little bit of scrap money. Have some pizza. Or maybe they'll get bougie again and do Olive Garden for a lunch. They did one time. Let me fix this real quick. Kind of curious on how those work. Not work, but what they look like, what they're supposed to look like internally. Pressure washer, well, internal. Let's get a little picture here of what it's supposed to look like. Yeah, none of these parts look like what I was looking at. Okay. That's a little closer to what we were looking at. Excuse me, fuck off. So it's a piston style, is what it is. But it's like a push rod in a way. And what we were looking at there is essentially the rod and rod cap. Kind of what I thought. 'Cause it looks like bearing, but I also think it's just been heated up in kind of that golden color. So. But theoretically, one of those are good. This motor spins over smooth, has decent compression from my finger test. That's a decent frame. If anything, we could cut off, unless it's not steel, it's aluminum. We could cut off one of the arms, put a straight one back on it. Got a little something going. That one's gonna pretty much be a part form. That's what I'm getting to at this point. Especially because I have to source another head gasket and rear cover. I would just RTD that one, honestly. Got a little bit of a brain freeze going, hang on. Got a good old testing tune apparently going tonight. If only the old Civic was up and going. Actually curious. With titling it this way, on the YouTube side, do I get a better push? Let's click on reach. Pretty low. That's the way it's been. That's all right. The crazy thing is, afterwards, like that's 135. Like the analytics you get from live streams is insane. $768, which 11K impressions. It's terrible, honestly. How's this one do? 10.9? Honestly, just need to work on it a little bit more. Figure out what works, what doesn't work. Let me close the door real quick. That scared the hell out of me. Gotta fix that one real bad. All right. Well then, pull this one. See what it's looking like on oil. Oh yeah, there's oil on that one. So that one's got to be good. So that pump is good. As a backup, alright, let's check this other one here. This one does have oil. But doesn't look as good as the other one. So we're gonna rock that one. Okay. Now then. Let's put. Okay, we're missing. Nut. Where'd that go? Set this back up here. Which luckily, I forgot that's oily. Luckily, no pressure. Woo! Made me nervous. This should be the one we need. Yes, sir. This rockers and push rods and everything back. Well, they're already broken. Grab a rag real quick. Get these cleaned up, back in. They don't look terribly worn or anything, so. Looks good. Okay. Get this one cleaned up. Check it out. Also doesn't look terribly worn. It's not super skinny in any certain spots, so that's promising. Let's go ahead and put you on like such. look that up, honestly. Because I have no idea what this valve lash should be. Things are a-moving. Looking better already. Why did that not come through? Very interesting. Yes, yes. Different taillights. Nah, they're the same. Give me 1 sec. Hang on. Let's try and reconnect here. Should have text-to-speech on.
Jake says, I thought that was 4I's car for a second, lol.
Oh,
Logan says, very interesting. Jake says, I think he has different tail lights though.
you talking about the other one? Good old Manny? Because he's got a Corolla. That's a completely different car. Alright, now things are moving properly. Alright, so that should be TDC, which should be able to get valve lash measurements. So we'll leave that there so we don't mess it up. We don't need to pull the exhaust off. Hopefully, let's get a flashlight, look down it a little bit. Oh, have I worked on bicycles before? Hell yeah, I have. You having trouble with yours? I don't know why that is not coming through. What you got going with yours? Let me try and let's see. See if it'll connect. If it'll work now.
Jake says,
Oh,
I
it's gonna
thought
repeat.
that was 4I's car for a second, lol. Logan says, very interesting. Jake says, I think he has different tail lights though.
It's the one that you have to hit the back paddle and you brake. But if I do the chain disconnect, your chain disconnects when you hit the brakes for the rear? Okay, I've never heard that happening. Sounds like you got some damn good brakes. That's what it sounds like to me. You got some damn good brakes. So good, it's locking it up. Might want to soften up that brake a little bit if you want to fix that issue. That's what I think. Might work, might not. All you have to do is soften it up a little bit, try it out, see if it pops off. Everything's about trying things out. You don't know how to take a motor YouTube. You can learn anything in the world. If that doesn't work, try something else. Maybe a different chain, different brakes. Never know. I don't know why your messages aren't coming through on Texas Beach. Yeah? It's always worth a shot, man. We'll leave that out. We're going to need a new spark plug if we do reuse this one. Reuse this motor. Slide that over so nothing falls in. Alright, so now that we know the reason the motor was locked up is because of this pump, we have two essentially good pumps, but that one looks a little bit better. So we'll use that pump. We're going to have to take that gas tank, not the bike gas tank, but we're going to take that gas tank off and throw it on this one. Carb looks good on this one. Air filter. We need to check that air filter and see what it looks like. Oh, it does not have an air filter. I remember now. It does not. Shoot. 'Cause that one's rusted. That one's coated in oil, which we can clean that one off, honestly. What is this? Where's my other gas tank at? Back here. What does this gas tank look like? Appreciate everybody popping in. How y'all doing tonight? Oh, we're using this gas tank. This thing's money, dude. Practically brand new. Okay, so we got a gas tank now. Push rods are good. Do have carb. Clean up the gasket. Shouldn't leak. Been pretty well oiled up for its life. So we are on the up and up. Do have a spare pump. And that's as long as nothing else is clogged up. We should probably tear apart that carb. Clean it out. I need some carb cleaner, but I don't have any carb cleaner. Do I? Do not. Yeah, definitely gonna use this gas tank. In the meantime, I'm going to slap this cover on. Need one bolt to pull off. So it'll be pretty easy. Oh, the cover's screwed for life now. Clean it off real quick. But I figured some of y'all that are popping in here on the old TikTok side, y'all like cars or garages or something. Y'all were interested in something. So anybody that's watching, if you like cars, let's talk. What kind of cars you got, whatnot. What made you click and stay here for a little bit? There we go. who is this goofy looking dude? And what is he doing to that thing? Ain't nothing wrong with that either. I get curious sometimes like that. Like, why is this weirdo pulling out Pokemon cards out of this box? Oh yeah, that's what we were doing. Light. That's what we needed. What can we see in this old exhaust? A lot of rust.
Cayenne 2 Playa says, Jared was up brother.
What up, Keon? What it be, what it do, what it is, what it be, what it do, though. Yeah. Okay. Now that we've got gas tank, exhaust is good. Got a carb, doesn't look too terrible. Let's go ahead. Oh yeah, straight water. Not too terrible. A little bit of rust buildup. Yeah.
Cayenne 2 Playa says, not should had to tap in, what you got going on?
So I have 3 pressure washer motors that I got for free, and they were literally just gonna scrap them, get rid of them. So I was like, you know, let me take them. And I got these 3 with my big pressure washer motor, but I know you.
Elijah 2784 says, Ick, what's wrong with it, ain't got no gas in it?
You're goddamn right. 2 tanks of them are rusted. But we're gonna Frankenstein one together. Take parts off of each one, because they're all the same motor, same company, everything. Literally the same pressure washer. And as you can see here, this is all essentially piston rod and cap. Extravaganza, essentially. So, so all this came out of here, which this is your pressure washer pump. Ended up pulling this little dipstick tube here, and I was like, this thing has looked like it's had a rough life. So I decided to pull this pump off, and well, first before I did that, I looked down the hole, and I saw all this just sitting there. So, let me know that it had a nice little party inside. But we have 2 more pumps. That one's a little low on oil. That one looks good on oil, so we got 2 ready to go. So we're gonna slap one of those on this one. This tank is practically brand new. That one's got a lot of rust in it. That one's got a little rust in it. So hopefully good, but this carb now, as we are looking at it, has a little bit of rust in it. So if we just get this thing cleaned out, we shouldn't have any issues. Get some of this all cleaned out. Pick up some carb cleaner tomorrow. Fix a lot of our issues.
T says. Whoops.
Yeah, it happens. That's alright, we got 2 more carbs. But, straight rust in that thing. Give you guys a little bit of light. There's the eye of the sea. That should be pure white. Should not be rusty. So, I'm thinking about, yeah, like that is straight built up. Thinking if I grab one of the other ones, see what they look like. At least pull the fuel bowl off. I think I already have this one off, sitting down here. Maybe not. Okay, it's off somewhere because it's not down there. So it might be this mess of parts. Okay. This one doesn't look bad either. My buddy's gonna go to drain that oil later sometime and be so confused. Okay. Assume it attaches to the bottom. Oh yeah, this is the one we want. This thing looks brand new. Shiny and all. Alright, let's clean out this little bit of gunk. There we go. Yep. What'd you do all day today, Keelan? Ooh, we're losing bolts. Okay, so that jet looks clean. Looks good. Float looks good. Not stuck or anything. Honestly, the exterior of this car alone looks good. Looks a lot better than the other one. So that's our idle adjust. Okay. Where's our mixture screw? Where's this? Where's this fuel cut off? Might be our fuel cut off. Okay. I'm seeing. Alright, let's just go and start this whole thing off. Oh yeah. Get her nice and cleaned out. Probably should replace fuel lines too. Be on the safe side. Which I mean, it's just this itty bitty guy here. So it's not like we're replacing 20 feet of fuel line. Let's grab this fuel bowl. Does this need to go in a certain orientation? That's my question now. I wouldn't think so. Especially because it just threads into itself and that's like a drain. So we'll have it face out this way.
Kyan 2 Playa says. None really fam, just been kicking it WBY. How was work?
I mean, work was good. I ended up getting all caught up. You know, which I wasn't really behind like some other people. You know, the usual people there are behind, aka Levi. Everybody else seems to be abundant in work. It's either that they're abundant in work and I'm not getting the same amount, or I'm just that much better than them. Which, I don't know. Because I seem to get caught up pretty quick every time. Me personally. Like I say I'm behind half the time, but in reality I'm not really terribly behind like some. Oh, we forgot the gasket. We need to clean the gasket up too.
Kyan 2 Playa says. What kind of contraption is that?
What do you mean, what kind of contraption? We talk about this, like connecting piece? Let's figure out which way you're supposed to go. Definitely not that way. So I'd assume it goes like this. Is this not the gasket that came off? These are supposed to go under. There we go. That's why I was struggling. And, oh, this one's supposed to go here. That makes more sense. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so like that. Then intake right there. Gas tank right there. Which it came out the clean gas tank, so shouldn't be super nasty. Yeah. Let's go ahead. Set this over here. Gonna clean it out. tight now. Got the one bolt up top. It was a pain. Corner right here. See, Keon, you don't need all these fancy snap-on tools. The Walt drill, man, does it all. Until you get in a tight spot, and then you need a wrench or something. All right, so we need a spark plug now. We got the gas tank. Fuel line doesn't look terrible. Got a clean carb. Need to do our valve lash. Now we just need to do the pump. Let's go ahead and get the pump over here. Oh, we gonna need to bend that thing out. Maybe not. I think we might be good. YB, thanks for the follow, my guy. Slide this broken piece of crap out a little bit. Okay, woodruff key. I feel like we should clean this up. Probably should, if I'm thinking about it. Also, Keon, been using your oil caddy whenever we get busy. Figured you wouldn't mind, but letting you know. Cool. Woodruff key. You go in your home now. Cool. Gonna line up about right. On, dude. Right there. Throw these together. Bring her back a little bit. There we go. Now we got a good pump, or at least we think it's good. So it grenades itself. These all tightened down. Get the gas tank back on.
Cayenne 2 Playa says. Got that thing running yet? LOL Josh voice.
You didn't even finish, like it didn't finish playing, and I instantly knew where you were going with it. I heard got that thing run. I was like, I know exactly where this man's going with it. You know, he asked me about that today. About that car that I was getting a head on. I said, hell yeah, it's running, but it's got issues. Because, will you get that fixed yet? I was like, you motherfucker.
Cayenne 2 Playa says. Feo.
What? Oh, Almafeo. And then, he was, sitting there working on his truck. And I wanted to ask him, but I forgot. I was doing a PDI. And I got back, and I completely forgot about it. But I was on the drive, and I was like, I should ask him if he got that thing running yet, because he was working on his truck again, doing a fan clutch on it. Yeah, he walked by and he goes, "We got an hour to replace this." I said, "Who's we?" CJ was we, apparently. Alright. Those are all tightened down now. Get a little bit of water. I got toasty in this bitch. Get some airflow through here real quick. shut off right here, looks like. We got our choke and our throttle. Throttle feels a little janky. Okay, throttle's not working. What is not moving then? Let's see, this is moving. Okay. Okay. So now if I move the big lever. Okay, so we just need to change out the spring location. Cool. That'll be easy fix. Not gonna worry about it right now. But pretty much got a motor. Pressure washer motor ready. We got good oil in this. We'll just need to get, I probably got some random oil that I can throw in it. Might be a little too overfilled, honestly. That's some good oil right there. Put down our, I might be overfilled here. Yeah, just a little bit. So we'll drain some oil out. That's no biggie. Got our quick disconnect here. Got the water hose. We'll just have to bend that pipe over so we can actually do some stuff. The motor spins over. Good. We'll have to see how long it lasts. Who knows how long that'll be. But, Keon, since I know you're the only one here, need a topic. Tools, cars, anything. Give me some. Ready, go. I'm waiting.
Drowsy says, hello.
How's it going, Drowsy? How are you tonight? Okay, so we'll need spark plug for this thing though.
Drowsy says, the world is fucked. We are doomed.
How so? Yeah, spark plug for this thing. Really don't need an air filter. Got one. Fix the throttle. Get some gas.
Drowsy says,
Valve flash too.
bats are driving cars.
Dude, what? What did they say? Bats are driving cars. Well, like the Batmobile? Yeah. How are bats driving cars? How?
Drowsy says, no, I don't like chicken.
I like chicken. So?
Drowsy says, it is bad for the trees.
That's because they're speaking Vietnamese, my guy. know what you want me to do about that. How about that weather, though? And we got windy out of nowhere. So now we have metal parts, which we are going to just slap back in here. Back where they belong. I'll have to get a magnet, pick up all the rest of this. Get back in there. Yep. Nope, not the bolt. Some of this is not sticking very well.
It's just Colby says. What's all done to the Stang?
So it is on some US mags, some 20-inch US mags, staggered setup, catback exhaust.
Cayenne 2 Playa says. Careful SpongeBob.
You be careful, damn it. It's on bags, cold air intake, just a tune for the cold air intake essentially. Other than that, internal wise, the motor is completely stock. Other than that, it's pretty much visual, rear diffuser, side splitters, front lip, tinted windows. That's pretty much it. But should be able to see the tank from there. If I pop the old trunk. You can kind of see it in there a little bit. I don't know how well y'all can see it. Oh yeah, you can see it perfect. Yeah, I got the air tank in there for the bags. But all the rest of it, pump and everything is down where the spare tire is supposed to go. Yeah, this thing's my baby.
It's just Colby says. Hell yeah, I got a SN95.
Nice. What you got done to yours? I'm trying to find a better picture that I can show you. So I have a picture kind of sitting at an angle that you can see a little bit better. Kind of see the rims and the side look essentially. Yeah, so you can, oh, there we go. A little overexposed, but oh, I'm struggling with this camera thing. Oh, that, and then there. Both sides. Yeah. Some nice old chrome rims. Just got them cleaned up last weekend. So, they are nice and
It's
shiny.
just Colby says. Just small simple things, cam lifers, springs, all that, then 3.93 gears on a small tire.
Okay. So you seem like you're doing a little bit of drag racing. spark plug has seen better days. So we definitely need to get a new one before much longer for that. But at this point, we pretty much got a pressure washer now. Only took me 2 years to essentially finally sit down and go through it. And parts and pieces them together. Once I have one running, I'll take off some of the good parts of the other ones and take the rest, go get them all scrapped. Maybe take some of these bars. I think this frame is the best.
It's just Colby says. Next step is spray and no, just really street the closest strip I had closed down due to fires.
Oh, damn. Yeah, luckily I got a strip that's pretty close, so we were supposed to go the last 2 weekends essentially. Me and my buddy built an S10. He got it off of a trade for his old F-150, and pretty much tore all the wiring harness out.
It's just Colby
and just went from
says.
there.
That's the 2V, right?
That's
Cayenne
actually
2 says.
3-valve.
Rut-ro raggy.
Rug. Yeah, we were supposed to go the last 2 weekends, but his carb is leaking and is causing it to catch fire. So we are not wanting that because it is just starts pouring in. Better stay safe than sorry and burn a car down. But if you join the Discord, I have a Discord. You can find it on the YouTube and Twitch side. Join that. You can push car content, chat it up with me, figure out when I go live. Yeah. I've been kind of trying to get better at sharing a little bit more of the car side and whatnot. And also with that,
Cayenne 2 says. Right, can't pull a Tony.
trying to keep that name out of this stream. I don't like that guy, and you know that. But anyways, trying to share more, vertical clips to like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts. Trying to get better at that.
It's just Colby says. Wait, is that a Miata?
Yes, sir, it is. Let me turn this one. That is my 1990 Mazda Miata. Man, if I had all my cars in one location, there'd be so many people being like, wait, is that a this and is that a that? Yeah. Because I also have a 94 Civic. Just bought a truck, a 2012 Dodge Ram, so I can pull all my pieces of shit and do whatever else, other truck activities I need to do, picking up house supplies or whatever. And then I have a 2008 Scion XB that I bought for super cheap. Waiting on the title for that. Dealing with that situation. Hopefully clean it up, fix it, sell it for some money. But yeah, so if you stick around, hopefully we work on a little bit of this, a little bit of that, And I appreciate the follow, Colby. Appreciate it, my guy. There we go.
It's just Colby says. Yeah, I got a 03 Trailblazer. I'm trying to 6.0 swap.
Dude, that thing would be nasty. I've thought about going to a junkyard and pulling out a old 5.3 and
It's
swapping
just
it
Colby
in.
says. Not really coming along, but I got the motor and the car.
Hey, before it wasn't, now it is. That's a positive. But I've thought about doing a 5.3 eventually into the Miata. But that's going to be way down the line. Because right now I've been fixing little leaks here and there on the motor. So trying to prolong it. I daily drive it most of the time. When it got colder, I was like, nah, I got a soft top. It gets really cold in there. Heat kind of works. So prefer to be a little bit warmer, me personally.
Pickles the truck says. Where the other guy at?
Which one? But either way, they're both not gonna be here tonight. They'll be here tomorrow. So if you pop in tomorrow, you can catch both of the goofies, little goofy goobers.
Pickles the truck says. Bruh.
I know. They went to go play pool, so, and I wasn't doing that tonight because this is my thing. So
Pickles the truck says. I'll be back tomorrow.
all right, we'll see you
Cyber
tomorrow.
Lucifer says. I love a good garage chill time.
Hell yeah! Appreciate you popping in. Right now we were going through an old pressure washer. I have 3 old ones, so we're making one decent one. Did have a pump that was locked up, caused this motor to seem locked up. So whenever they were getting rid of all 3, and who knows, the other one, I know the one of them had some bent push rods and the piston is probably bent, but I just kind of went ahead and stopped there. But we're Frankensteining a pressure washer together so we can wash all these cars. I have a big pressure washer. Personally, I prefer not to use it because it runs on diesel and it is 550 pounds to move around. And if you look at me, I'm not the most built, so hopefully we get a little something better. Hopefully now, all we need is a spark plug, do a valve lash, fix the throttle cable, clean off one of the air filters that we've got, some gas, and this thing, fingers crossed, should run. It should be decent. So but since you like chill garage times, what makes you like chill garage times to watch? What about them? Because I'm honestly pretty new to this. I said, I do this all the time. Might as well stream, have some fun, make some content out of it. Before I was streaming games, so rather than just mindlessly doing one thing, why not do what I do every day? You know? I know some of y'all probably have never seen an Allen wrench this big, but I just found it.
Cyber Lucifer says.
Look at that
I
thing.
have a TV in my garage. When I work on my V5, I just put some random YouTube on and wrench.
Hell yeah. Y'all need an average size Allen key? Just saying. It's average size here. But Cyber, if you want to go to YouTube, I am over on the YouTube side. You can get the more
Cayenne 2 Playa
landscape
says.
version.
Hell yeah bro, and the garage streams are low-key more interesting.
Yeah, I mean, you were around whenever I was doing more of the gaming stuff, so. But I definitely appreciate it. And you say B5. What, like, is that like the new stealth bomber or what? 'Cause you know they got the B2. Let's give this a good old look.
Says. Audi probably LOL.
Audi?
Cyber Lucifer says.
That's funny.
2000 Audi S5 haha.
Or S4?
Chassis is AB5 S4. Cyber Lucifer says. S4.
That's funny. Man goes Audi probably. I really don't know anything about like Audi.
Dazonthidib says. Like the Stang.
Appreciate it, Dawson. Appreciate it.
Says. What's done to that Kawi?
So right now, which tomorrow if you pop in, we are actually rebuilding the head on it. So right now we've got the head completely taken off. We had, it's not my bike, it's one of my buddies that lives with me. It's his bike, so we tore it down. We were having issues where he was getting stuck into neutral. So he would try and shift up and then pop into neutral. So like if you went first to second, it would go straight to neutral. Just kept doing that. So we finally found that culprit. It was a little return clip that was broken, so we got that replaced. And he's had the bike since 7,500 miles. So he's like, you know what? Time to do my valve lash. Started doing valve lash. Found some things to be a little out of spec, you could say the least. So started going through it and bore scoped the cylinders. Found a lot of buildup on the valves, which I would show you, but we've already cleaned them. Other than, actually some of the valves are still a little dirty, which you're probably not going to see too well, but you can kind of see a little bit. Try and get a close up here. It's not going to focus well, but
Cyber Lucifer says.
So.
Wow, a yada that isn't clapped out. Respectable.
I mean, me personally, there was a conversation, I think last Saturday or the previous Saturday that we were streaming out here. They were like, yo, just put it back together, because my other two buddies were just, put it back together, just send it. And I'm like, me personally, I don't like going down. I've gone down before on a bike. It is not fun. So if something lets go in this motor, now your rear tire is coated in oil, and say you're having a spirited drive on some back roads, and you're doing the legal limit on a corner, and now you're sliding into a ditch. Me personally,
Caleb
don't want to do
says, AO, am I banned for the racial incident?
No. I don't think you have been. I know I got banned for saying a word. I just got back today. I didn't say anything. Me personally, I don't think it's bad. Our world,
Caleb
it's not bad.
says, WTF, this TikTok thing's bugging.
What's bugging? Yeah, because I said a word that you described.
Dazonthidib says, if I'm not mistaken, that Mustang has the 4.6, right?
Yes, it does. The 4.6. Good old 4.6 3-valve. Go over here.
Dazonthidib says, always loved those, but I got myself a different car instead.
What card you get? Hopefully it's not no like E34 or anything. I know a guy that has E34. Thing's a clanker. And an E30. Another guy that I know has an E30. That thing's clapped out too. Doesn't even run yet.
Dazonthidib says, 2012 XJ Jaguar, it's got a 5.0 with a supercharger.
Yo, Keon. This guy's got a Jag. Keon used to have a Jag. And I'm pretty sure it's right around the same time frame because his was supercharged. Let's see if he says something. Should still be around. Yeah, one of my other buddies, he has a Jaguar, or did. Overheated the motor. So, you know.
Kyan 2 Playa says,
Oh, there he is.
Dawson, you have good taste, my boy.
There you go. Keon, you need to get a new car now, man. The old Kia. Saves you gas money, but you can't pull up to work in style.
Dazonthidib says, I blacked it all out, it's beautiful, and also red calipers.
Hell yeah. You can't go wrong with murdering something out. Honestly. Man, wind's kicking up. Great, all this paperwork is going everywhere. Give me one sec.
Caleb says, that's not the wind, bruh, sounds like a home invasion.
What did you say? That's not the wind, bro. It sounds like a home invasion. Yeah. I don't think TikTok would like if I brought one out, one of the pew-pews. I know Twitch wouldn't mind as long as it's cleared, and probably YouTube. But I'm pretty sure TikTok is very
King
against.
Reno says, is that a fan in the back? That's a big fan.
That is a fan. It's my biggest fan. But anyways, I don't have AC in the garage, so summertime, that's the best we got. Gets pretty loud in here, but cools me down enough. Just enough to where you can cool off a little bit.
Dazonthidib says, I also got the 2001 F-150, got that 4.6, I love it, it's so reliable.
Oh yeah, it's really reliable. I almost have 200,000 on this car. It's like 194,000. Pretty much stock internals. Which, I mean, Ford, you know, you're gonna have issues with alternators. I know that car's already had 2 alternators. I've done one personally. The previous owner did another one. So, you know, good old alternators. But other than that, I've had a coolant pipe break, and now I need to do
Dazonthidib says,
ball joints.
I got 205 and barely rust.
Damn, that's good. So you're definitely in the southern area. Because I know...
Legally Banned says, nice bike.
Appreciate it. It's not mine, but it's my buddy's that lives with me. I used to have a 2012 R6. Was a lot better personally, I think. You know, I'd gap that bike any day. But I know other Mustangs that are like mine.
Dazonthidib says, nah, I'm in Midwest, I don't know how it's so clean.
Really?
Legally Banned says,
Wow.
I have a ZX-10R.
You have a ZX10. Good on you. I couldn't do a 1000. Me personally. What do I need that for? I rode an R1. And granted, that was like when I first started riding. And that thing was ridiculously fast. So I wasn't ready for that power. But
Kyan
I rode
2ply
another
says,
one later.
LOL I know bro. I'm probably gonna go with the F-Type R soon, then we can do some pulls.
F-Type?
Legally Banned says, it's definitely a fun bike.
See, for me, like, I can have the same amount of fun that's on a 1000 as, like, say a 400 through corners and stuff. But I'm like, okay, you have a 1000, you're gonna go fast and straights. That's pretty much it for me personally. You know, maybe other people think different, but me personally, at least, 1000, all I'm gonna do is go fast in a straight line, and then do the same amount of speeds as an R6 or R4. Maybe not as an not R4, like a 400, like a Ninja 400 or an R3. Maybe not the same speeds, but same amount of fun. Because like if you drive this Miata as fast and as hard as you can, it's way funner than a Mustang that makes double the power, essentially. Driving slow cars fast is fun. Especially like 400s, 300s. They're so light, you can just throw them around. But I know the guy that owns this ZX6, he wants to get a 1000. And around here, everybody I know that owns a 1000 either gets himself in trouble or they end up dead. So I know a couple people that have passed from riding fast on a 1000. Granted, some of them, I'd say there was 2 of them that I knew that were pretty inexperienced. So that was on them. They target fixated and hit a tree.
Dazonthidib says, is the Stang around 250 HP?
So the guy before me got it dynoed and it was making, I want to say it was like low 3s. I want to say it was low 3s. I can't really remember honestly off the top of my head. But it's not crazy horsepower, but compared to a Miata, the torque and everything is way different. But eventually we'll build a Mustang, but I need V8 money before I do that. And I need to stop buying other cars. All honesty. That's my biggest problem is I keep buying other vehicles or things like that, essentially. Buy another Miata or buy a Miata, buy a Scion, buy a Civic. Like, welcome to my strange addictions. Or I end up with little motors like this, or I have another bike that's over there, an SV650 that I didn't really buy, but I ended up getting it for payment, essentially. Originally was supposed to just work on it for a guy, and then became a weird situation, and he's like, it's now yours. So I said, okay, go-kart engine. Dawson, thank you for the follow, by the way. I forgot to say something. I appreciate it.
Dazonthidib says, I don't know if I want to take my Jag up to 650.
Take your Jag up to 650. Oh, horsepower? If that's what you're talking about? What do those things even make stock? Like, well, I say stock, but it's still got a supercharger, but what do they make?
Dazonthadib says 50. Dazonthadib says 500.
Okay. It's pretty decent, actually, though. I mean, what's gonna let go? I guess that should be your first question is, what is gonna let go? Is it gonna be rods, valve train, something like trans? I'd start there, say your trans can only hold 50 more horsepower essentially. Build your trans first, now you gotta build trans. You ain't gotta worry about it breaking for a little bit, save up more money, and then if you wanna build the motor a little bit more, port it, or, you know, whatever, do that. The one thing I need to get into is tuning.
Dazonthadib says timing chain is the issue, so might have to get a reinforced one.
Yeah, I can see how that could be a big issue. I mean, if you can get a reinforced one, I don't know, it's almost like the Coyotes. If you start putting more power into them, I know that they have issues with timing chain issues. Granted, there's also other valve train components that go first, but some of them are more timing chain related first, and then valve train stuff lets go. Oh no. Ugh. EBK, what's up? How you doing?
Couch FER says my mini bike dropped a valve today.
Your mini bike dropped a valve. Oh no. Need one? There you go. I don't know if that'd be the right valve, but you better pick it up, put it back. How you doing tonight? Good old couch. That's a funny name. Dope ass name. Surprised it hasn't had to repeat yet, or tried to repeat. Normally TikTok, some with I use Stream Elements. I don't know if anybody else streams in here, but I use Stream Elements to combine all my chats. Sometimes TikTok just likes to repeat itself, like it refreshes. And I'm surprised it hasn't done it yet. Because normally it happens by now, honestly.
Dazonthadib says my buddy is building a GTO with the LS2 and it's making like 800 to 900, but it's also supercharged.
Damn. A GTO. Dude, I love GTO bodies. I don't know like what it is, but it's just, there's something about them, especially when they're built and they sound good. They have like a nice cam and everything. Dude, just hearing them sit at like a light or something when I'm nearby them, it's like, yeah, I want a GTO. Like, I could really go get a GTO. Just sell everything I have, go get a GTO. But then at the same time, I'm like, nah, keep all my million projects and go from there. Cause I know a guy that used to have a red GTO that was really built. I think he said he had like forged internals, and he spent like I think 15 grand in total in the car, and like suspension, wheels, and like the whole 9 yards essentially.
Couch
And
FER says, why do I hear tinnitus? Did you get flashbanged?
tinnitus? I know that. I'm glad somebody said something, because this mic has been doing this occasionally. Is it fixed? Let me know. Love how it says tinnitus.
Dazontadib says,
Little better?
little better. Couch FER says, it's quieter but still there.
Yeah, I've been trying to figure out what's causing it, but I legitimately can't figure it out. Like it's not like set to like if I turn my mic up, because if I'm all the way across the garage, I don't want to have to yell or something, you know, to try and get the mic to pick it up.
Couch FER says, have you tried plugging it into a different port?
So it's an XLR. So I'm wondering if it's my audio interface. Because I only have one Type-C port on my computer, so I've had this interface for years. I couldn't even tell you how long I have it. I've had it. So who knows, it might just be the mic. I used to have it dialed, but then moved things around, stopped gaming for a while, for like
Couch
almost a year
FER
or so.
says, oh, is the cable going over any wires carrying AC voltage?
I don't think so, actually. No, no, it's not. It's completely away. But
Couch FER says, odd. Couch FER says, odd.
yeah, I don't know. Yo, Yanter, appreciate the goat, my guy. How are you doing tonight? Yeah, I don't know. It might be.
Dazontadib says, is your Mustang stock exhaust or it got something else?
It's just a catback. So I mean, muffler deleted. Sounds good, personally. I think. I hadn't honestly heard it from a, like outside
Couch
perspective until
FER
my buddy
says,
drove it.
has the mic ever been dropped?
Dude, I couldn't even tell you if it has or not. It might have not. I moved around because I had my setup in one spot, moved it to another spot, and now it's out here. Which is not even my full setup, but it's something to do for the time being.
Dazontadib says, nice. I personally don't like quiet Mustangs.
No, and it sounds good. Like I was saying though, I hadn't heard it from like an outside perspective, somebody else driving it, until like a week or two ago, and like I hear it from inside the car, it's different. I'm like, yeah, it sounds good. But from an outside perspective, I was like, this thing actually sounds really good. Like really good. Like I try and like whenever I'm like stop somewhere, if I try and like lean out a little bit, I'm like, oh, rev it up, like
Couch
okay, yep.
FBR says, do you have fluorescent lights? Maybe the ballast resistor in those is causing interference.
I mean, I do have one fluorescent light. It's in the center, but I have LEDs. 3 over there and then 3 over here. So, which I mean, the fluorescent lights are pretty far from it. I don't know. Which I mean, where I was at in my game room, as I call it, there was no fluorescent lights. They were all LED lights. So.
Couch FER says, I'm just kinda spitballing ideas.
No, and I appreciate it because it like something might click. Like, oh hey, you know, you got it flipped upside down or something. I might be like, you're an idiot. Let me see. Hang on. And you never know. Always worth a shot. Something might click. Like you could be like, dude, have you tried flipping it over? And I'll be like, no, why would I do that? Dude, like, that's not gonna change anything. Flip. Now my mic's flipped over and it sounds better, you know?
Couch FER says, can you put your finger on a metal surface of the cord? I want to see if the noise changes.
A metal surface on the cord? I mean, there's only, how about that? There's only 2 metal spots where the connectors are. Other than that.
Couch FER says, it's gone.
Wait a second. Okay, is it back? Are you fucking with me?
Dawsonthadib says, it's not back. Couch FER says, nope, it's gone now.
Interesting. So I touched where it went into my audio interface. I touched down on it, right? So I wonder if it's the cable or the audio interface. I could just move it to the second port. Could be the port that's fucked up or the cable. Or I plug the other side into the back
Couch
of the mic.
FER says, loose connection or cable for sure.
Oh yeah. Which I've never used the second port ever, so whenever I'm off stream, I'll swap it around, and whenever y'all come back, hopefully tomorrow, whenever we're working on the head on this bike, y'all can tell me if it's there or not. So, because sometimes on my end I can hear it, and other times I can't. But I don't know if it's working or not. But sometimes I'll be like, "Oh no, it's fixed," and I'll be in a group call with buddies, and they're like, "Dude, I can hear your mic." I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Because I used to use a software, and sometimes the software causes it. To where if I don't use the software, it works. But now that I'm in the garage, I've completely gotten rid of the software because it cuts the noise way down. And if I'm across the garage, like I was saying earlier, I want y'all to be able to hear it. So I don't know. Who knows? If it's just cable, that's the easy fix. Interface, that's gonna kind of suck. I know sometimes that when I'm in the garage and like I have the doors open, I know like the crickets in the background will cause it too.
Couch FER says, could also be static buildup.
possibility too. I didn't get shocked. I mean, could be just a little bit towards causing noise. I won't be able to feel it. But here's a question for y'all. If y'all were to, want to come back, what would you want to see? Just some random stuff that I'm working on, or like maybe building a motor, um, painting a car. Like, what would you guys want to see? Just me doing my thing, whatever I'm working on, or maybe like a build series over a stream. What would you guys want to see? I'm trying to gauge what people are here to watch, So need some
Dazantadib
help.
says, got anything you want to do with Mazda?
Right now at least. Eventually, I want to repaint that car because the rattle can paint that the previous owner did starting to not look good up close. Granted, from a distance it looks good unless it's dirty. I want to repaint it, and then there are some oil leaks that I do want to get fixed eventually. Honestly, I haven't driven in a while, so I think the last time I drove it there was a new leak, so I need to get that addressed. So eventually fix those leaks because I don't really want to tear the motor out of that thing and do the whole 9 yards or swap it to something else just yet. I want to rip around and have a little more fun. That's pretty much it for right now with it.
Dazantadib says, do you JS got those two cars?
So I have a 2008 Scion XB that I bought to flip. Not like physically flip, but post on the old marketplace, try and sell it, make some money, clean it up a little bit. I cleaned the interior already, so that's the plan with that. I have a 94 Civic coupe that has a D16Y8, which that car originally came with a D15 B7 motor. So I have a built D16Y8 with a block guards, Vitara pistons, rods, ACL race bearings, and a what size? Anyways, it's turbo, but right now I'm having issues with the ECU. That rotted out, Mozzie. Appreciate the follow. That's pretty much it with that thing. So I've got more to do with that, but it's not here physically at my house. It is at a buddy's house because that's where it was left from another buddy that I bought it from. Longer story with that. And I also have my wife's car. It's a Dodge Dart, 2016 Dodge Dart. Bone stock. Trying to leave that thing. We need a reliable car around here. And then I have my 2012 Dodge Ram that I just bought here recently. So I got a few cars. Welcome to my strange addictions, like I said. Lock that. But yeah, those are all my vehicles. And then I do have a 2009 SV 650, which is a bike, which I am taking the motor out of that and eventually gonna build a go-kart. That is the plan with that motor. No matter what. That is the plan. Because that bike will never be street legal because the previous owner lost the title and doesn't ever want to respond. So, kind of stuck with that situation. And, well, that's the previous owner, essentially. Because the guy I got it from, I was doing some work to it because he had crashed it while he was waiting on the title. Had just gotten into writing, and it had sat here for a while, and then recently the guy was just like, here, you can have it. So that's where I decided to go that route and pull the motor, make something fun out of it at least. Yeah, right now it's just building this Kawasaki. It's pretty much what we've been streaming. So y'all stick around for that. Y'all will see more of that until it's finished, and then from there we're gonna have to figure out what to do from there. Haven't thought that far ahead. Just kind of started this on a whim. What does that say? Oh, it's just it was a weird spot. Oh no. Accidentally bumped the key. My bad, my bad. Well, shoot, we might have a good spark. No, we don't have a good spark plug. That one's dirty too. All right. It is about time to end stream. So everybody that
Dazantadib says. It's not back. Couch FER says. Nope, it's gone now. Couch FER says.
repeating.
Loose connection or cable for sure. Couch FER says. Could also be static buildup. Dazantadib says. Got anything you want to do with Mazda? Dazantadib says. Do you JS got those 2 cars?
All right. As I was saying before, text-to-speech rudely interrupted me. Appreciate everybody that followed me tonight, that popped in. Keon, sticking around the longest. You know, Dawson, you popped in a lot, chatted it up. Couch, appreciate y'all. We'll be back tomorrow, the latest, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is the latest it will be on. Probably going to be on sooner. We should have some things to do. But other than that, appreciate everybody joining in for what I do on a daily basis. Hope y'all have a great night.